Yeah, I mean, it was a great catch. I think, your first glance kind of at it, I didn't think he was going to catch it. He covered a ton of ground as much as any. That was what was so impressive, is just the ground he covered. There was what I felt like a ball was hit really hard. There's a big kind of gap in where the ball is going and where he is, and he made a wonderful catch. It was a huge play. Obviously, the game's tied, and I think the energy comes back in the park, and we had a hard time kind of getting anything going today. More than one runner on base in an inning, just couldn't get it going. Buehler did a nice job.
Tom?
Because of that, it was kind of the opposite of last night. The energy, when you're behind, the energy's so hard to come, both from the stands and the team. Did you just kind of flip the script a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they pitched well. That was the bottom line, is that they pitched well, and they didn't let us get anything going. We need, I talked before the game about multiple base runners. We did get some leadoff guys on, but I don't know if there was an inning where we had multiple base runners on. So, I guess the second we had two guys on. So, we weren't able to put together rallies, multiple hits, and get things going. And credit to them for how they pitched tonight.
In the second row,
Craig, you obviously would have liked to have had Chacin go deeper. Did he not have stuff that you wanted him to have? Was it just situational?
Well, I guess I would say, because you're looking at the game as a 9-inning season, and we're losing the game at that point, and so we had to go to our best guy, and we had to try to keep the game there as long as we could. We did. We weren't able to score, unfortunately. We had pitching for the game, so we didn't need length from Ulis today. That's not necessarily what we needed. Obviously, it always helps, but it was, as you can see how the game kind of manifested. We didn't need the length necessarily. So it just, to me, it was with the two lefties at the top of the order there, it was time for Josh.
In the fourth row?
I know it's difficult just minutes after a loss, but can you talk about the progress this team made and the steps you guys made this season?
Well, yeah. I mean, we won 96 games in the regular, or 95 games in the regular season. We won our division. We finished one game from the World Series. I don't. There's not, as far as, in a lot of ways, there's another series after this we'd like to be playing in, but you do this again and you put yourselves in these situations again. That's all you can ask. This team, what I just told them is that they took us on an amazing journey. I mean, they really did. They took us on an incredible journey that we should all be grateful for being able to see, because it was a magical run, especially in the month of September and into October, and the kind of Pittsburgh on was absolutely incredible how the team played and answered every tough situation they were in.
Other questions? A couple last ones. Tom, we'll get you the mic.
Craig, after a brilliant all-star season, JJ kind of the all-season, he had some good performances, but some tough ones too. And that Puig homer was kind of like the dagger tonight. It's going to be hard to come back 5-1 against their pitching. What do you think happened? Do you think he got tired a little bit, or?
No, I mean, I don't have the perfect answer for you. I mean, tonight I thought he just, both hits were on some breaking balls that just didn't have the good bite to them that they needed to have. This guy got outs better than anybody in the National League out of the bullpen this year. He was wonderful, and it just, the playoffs did not go well for him. He had some big moments for us still. I would say that he's at the 2-inning save against Colorado was a huge moment. It just, today it was just a couple breaking balls that he left up in the zone.